Hey, buddy, I'm Dave, Tech Experts. I'm jumping on real quick to talk about phishing scams. I've seen them crop up in my own email recently, and I was kind of surprised. And I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I was caught off guard by some of them to be like, is that real? Did I forget to update that account? Do I still even have that account? So here's what it is. A phishing scam or a phishing email that you'll probably get is something that will be asking you to log in and update your information. It may say you have a crypto wallet or a trading wallet or something for cryptocurrency, and you need to update your information to keep it in compliance, or we're going to suspend your account, or we'll suspend your account and cancel out all your cash. It could be something as simple as someone looking like they're trying to be a bank account saying, we haven't seen you active in your account in a long time. Please log in and update your information so we can stay compliance with all the regulations or compliance with stuff for taxes, especially since we are just finishing tax season here in the US and taxes were recently due. You may be seeing more of those things coming now as they're trying to capture that information, thinking like, oh, maybe I missed that. Oh, they're trying to get in compliance so I can keep getting my money or my money is valid. And this email and the site that it's generating can look really real, like dead on real, like they basically lifted all the information you would normally see on an email from that provider or that website that you're sending you to from the link may look just like the real site. But there should be a few tells, and I want to make sure you know about those and are putting in the effort to do your due diligence before you click those links. So, especially in the email, if it has the click the link here to get you your information updated, where it takes you is going to be a phishing site. That is a site where they're using the fake information, the fake site to capture your real information. Now they may be looking for things like your email address, your name and your phone number, your mailing address, your account number, or your login for your account, and your password. They may even have a way to capture your two factor authentication if you're using that, and they're really clever. So before you jump and click that link and go, oh my God, I got to get that updated right away. I don't want to miss out on whatever it is. I don't want to lose any money I may have in my crypto wallet or something else. Maybe something has changed. I didn't realize it. I want you to take a minute and look at the email address that is sending it to you, not what it says like the name is. Like I got one from Ledger Live, or I got one that said it was Chase Bank. And I thought that was odd. I hadn't had a Chase Bank account in a while. I thought, I'm like, do I even have a Chase Bank account? And I used to have one for my health insurance program. It was part of that, right? You had the health savings account, but that was a long time ago. I'm like, I don't recall if I closed that. I'm pretty positive I closed it out, used everything in it because I had changed companies and I no longer had that health insurance. So I made a point to use up whatever funds we had in there before the end of that year when the funds were no longer be available to me and I wouldn't lose anything. So I'm like, I don't remember having this. Something feels off to me. And I want you to trust that little gut part of you that says something feels off. So, what I want you to do is rather than just clicking the link, I want you to click where it says the sender's name and see what email address it says is behind the sender's name, not what the sender's name is, because it can say any name that that person wants to claim it is that's sending it. But there will be an email address that's physically tied to it that it came from. And if it doesn't look like it's valid for that site, That's the first red flag to say this is a phishing scam. Do not click anything in that email, report it as spam or phishing, and delete it. Or follow whatever process your email provider has for you for getting rid of it and not basically clicking, downloading, or accepting anything from it. So one of them that I saw, it said it was for a crypto wallet. I'm like, I don't even remember signing up for that. I don't ever think I ever had that. I don't even remember ever using that service. And I don't really do crypto. So I'm like, something seems off to me about this. Before I click anything, let me look. And sure enough, it was some strange name from some website that wasn't in the US and wasn't in the location where the company that makes the crypto wallet exists, right? So if you open a new tab, and you can even go into like cognito mode, which is like that private browser mode where it basically cuts off all the cookies and tracking, and type in like who is, or search for the brand or the company that's supposedly sending you that email claiming who they are, and then look at their information, look at their site, and look at their stuff like their privacy policy, their terms and condition. A lot of times in there, it will tell you if it has a name or if it's doing business as another name. It'll also give you like information like if you have questions, contact us at, and it'll say like info or support or whatever their contact name is at whatever domain name goes with that email address. So if that domain part of it, like even if it's a support at like Microsoft.com, and the email you got was supposedly from Microsoft, but the email address for the person was some random email address at Yahoo dot like RU or whatever for Russia, that's telling you that email isn't coming from Microsoft itself. It should have been a real email and a real person at Microsoft that you should be able to email outside that thing and get a real response from them. If it's not that, if it's some strange company, some strange website, some strange name, some strange country that doesn't even make sense that would be coming from there, it's probably a phishing scam, and they're probably trying to steal your information and possibly even your identity. So don't be clicking those links. Don't be downloading any attachments that they get with it, because it could be including a virus or malware or a tracking tool that lets them track whatever you enter in. They'll call it a keylogger in the hacking industry. Basically means it just records whatever keys you type, so you can go back at look at the log later and said that the username and the password they typed in was this for this website, because it'll have logged every single thing you were typing, and then you're just going to look through the list to say when was the login for a site, what did they type, what was the username, password. And that's what the keylogger is to do. It's a way to steal your identity to get into your accounts. And I want to make sure you're staying safe. So in this time when people are pushing you, or if it sounds like it's like urgent, must do this, only valid for 24 hours, do your due diligence to do your research, and you don't ever have to click the link that is in the email. If it truly is valid and you do need to update your contact information or whatever information you need to provide for whatever site and service you're using, you can always go to the site itself in a separate browser, in a separate window, log in like normal, and then check to make sure all your information is updated. And if you have questions, contact their support from within their site and reach out to them saying, hey, I got this email. It's asking me to update my information here. What is it that I need to update and is out of compliance so I can stay in compliance? And how are you sharing or keeping my information? Who are you sharing it with? And keep in mind, you can even request that they delete your information as you cancel your account if you don't feel valid with them. That is a valid thing. And the phishing scams may click a link and it may look just like the website you're supposed to be going to. The big key is probably the URL or the site address. The name of the site that you're going to won't look like the correct site. So if it's not the true address you would get if you typed it into your browser and searched for it and found your site, like where you would normally go to log in, like your banking sites, it's not valid. And they're trying to scam you. And I don't want to see anybody get scammed. It is a messy world we have out there, and the scammers are getting better and better. Back in the day, it used to be kind of sloppy and not really easy to tell. Now it's generally getting pretty much dead on accurate. The other thing you can look for in the email before you do anything is you can look at what we're going to call the footer, that section at the bottom. It normally is required to have a few things. It should have a link or a button where you can unsubscribe, or the ability to unsubscribe from that email listing of that you're on. It should also be providing their legitimate business address for the company. They're required to put that on there. Everybody is. If you have any sort of email list, you are required to provide that email footer. Is required to provide your email address. Now, people may get around that by putting the email address or the physical address of the email hosting service, but that's not technically legal. That is them trying to scam the system. Just by putting in any address in the bottom isn't legal. The legal word says you have to provide your business address at the bottom of all your emails, including all the newsletters and everything you send. And you must provide an ability for them to unsubscribe. So if you're seeing those things missing and it just has some generic words about like, we're concerned, make sure we keep your information private, or everything is up to date with us, and we don't want anything bad to happen to you, or we protect it, we're due diligence 100% securing your personal data, that's great. But that's something is telling you there's something wrong because you're missing the key. There should be a way to unsubscribe without you having to reply to the email saying remove me from your list, even though that's an option. There should be literally a link or a button that you can click that says unsubscribe and takes you through the unsubscribe process. It should not be email us and we'll unsubscribe you from our list. No, that's not how the legal system requires it to be. So keep in mind when you see that thing saying just email us and tell us to remove you, that there is something wrong there. That's one of those things they're looking for. They're looking for a way to confirm that it was a real person they hit when they emailed your address. The other part that you can look at is who it was sent to. Were you the only address it was sent to, or was there variants of your personal address in the list of group of addresses, kind of like a CCing of who it got sent to? So if you see multiple versions of your email address in the to or the CC line, that's telling you somebody is spamming you with the fake email as well, and that is a phishing scam as well. Because there's no reason they should be blasting out the email for every person to the same link to the same thing for them. Basically, it shouldn't be going to tech experts and any other version, tech X or computer geeks, or computer geeks or us, or Best Buy's Geek Squad, right? It shouldn't be going to Geek Squad, Geek Squads, Best Buys is like they'll pluralize it or they'll add some extra numbers to it, especially if your email address has a number at the end. You'll see multiple versions of numbers. Those are all signs it's a phishing scam, because it truly is that company just emailing you to notify you, and they still emailed a whole list of people all at once. you shouldn't see those other email addresses in that list of who it was sent to. They should know what email address you have and that there's not a whole bunch of variances of your email address that all happen to subscribe to the same service with them. So unless you have a bunch of email addresses that are all super similar, and you should be getting a version of that email for every one of them, or you subscribe to multiple times to the same company with variants of your same email address, there's no reason you should be getting all those variants in your personal email. It is a phishing scam or some sort of scammer scamming you. And that they prey upon the fact that it's like urgent, quick, and possibility of loss of money, your information's been compromised, or something to that effect that makes you scared or afraid. That is what is intended to do. Scared or afraid action where you don't think about it and you need to click the link and quickly do it. It could be anything around medical, money, information, privacy, home, family, health. All those things are high target areas. So keep in mind, anything that's looking for a credit card from you, anything that's looking for your login account from you, or anything that wants you to confirm all your personal information, don't click it and do it. Instead, just go right to the site, log in yourself, and make sure that you're not missing something's not out of date, and look for anything that's there on the site saying, please update your information to keep in compliance. And if you don't remember ever even signing up for the service, subscribing to their newsletter, or having an account with that group ever, or for a long period of time, trust me, it's probably not real. And if you want, you can always go to the site, find the contact information, and call their customer service reps or their support team and get someone on the phone and confirm it's really them from the real site, not the site that you clicked in the link, because that would provide a false phone number to a false person as well. You want to make sure you're going to your true site outside of whatever email or notification or text message that you got and manually checking and doing your diligence to make sure it's real before you click and accept anything. I just want to jump on real quick, encourage everyone. I know there's a lot of spammers, scammers, and hustlers out there, and I know they want to prey upon people that aren't sure about the technology. It can be family members, it can be whatever part of your business. Maybe you're new in the company and you don't really know. Ask someone before you bother to move forward with it. It's better that you keep your information and your agencies or your company's information all safe and secure. I know it's not uncommon for anybody to fall victim to a scam like this. Just trust your gut, do that little due diligence, and check out things like, where is the address that the URL is sending me to? What is the email it came from? And who did they send the emails to? Do they have that proper footer on their email? If you are missing something or something feels off, don't do it. Just find another way to contact the group and make sure you're getting everything updated properly and keeping yourself secure. You can always report it as spam or as a phishing, and you can always just straight up just delete it and empty the trash in your email, never having opened it or touched it. That's okay, and that's a good thing. I hope this helps you. If you have any comments, suggestions, or questions about phishing scams, or any sort of things like that, fake emails, leave me a comment in the comment sections down below. And if you have any friends or family you think really need to hear this message, please share it out with them. I know it's one of those seasons, like I said, just being post-tax season where people have been rushing to get them done, or maybe they filed for an extension and they're trying to wrap it up as quickly as they can. And they're getting these notifications, hey, we need to be in compliance for whatever money things it is. and people don't like losing money, that they're not getting scammed and hustled. Same thing when you're seeing times to renew any sort of insurance or any sort of Medicaid or Medicare. Anything with that, make sure you're doing your due diligence. You don't want to get scammed on any of those as well. So just keep it safe. Remember, you always have the ability to open another tab, another browser, or another way to contact them, reach out to them, check on them with them, and confirm with them that it truly is them sending it, that it is valid, and what you need to do to get updated and keep yourself secure. I'm all about keeping up to date and secure, but I'm also about doing our due diligence first to make sure we're not getting hustled. So thank you for listening. Again, I'm Dave, Tech Experts. If you need more help, leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'll be happy to chat with you. Till next time, have a good day.